Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Guapish. This is our special 250 episode extravaganza. Today I am being joined by, of course, the Chalk Chud himself, Tanner.
That's right, everyone. I love Croc Legend of the Gobos.
And we've also got a man who's a little bit of a size queen, Jackson.
What's up? I'm a big fan of fucking bell peppers.
And finally, we are being joined by Joss Wheaton's biggest unwitting fan, Dylan.
I'm a fan of Joss Wheaton.
Apparently. Well, guys, so as I said, this is episode 250, and because of that, we are revisiting an old topic that we've been dying to get back to. That's right, folks. We have in front of us an iceberg yet again, folks. It's been like 200 episodes since we've fucking done this shit.
It's been 150 episodes.
150? Wait.
I wasn't there for it, so...
No, I thought we did this on episode 50.
Oh, okay. I thought we did it for episode 100.
50, well, yeah, that was a year in, so, yeah.
We did so early.
Yeah, well.
And we had so many entries. Look at all this. I did go back painstakingly create an entire iceberg based off of the suggestions we gave in that episode, folks. Do we have any questions about what we currently have here?
Dude, can we run through them and maybe adjust them as necessary?
Absolutely, why not? So, working from the top to the bottom here, we've got the Guapish podcast itself, our political leanings, tier lists. Then in tier 2, we've got Funny Bros Industries, you know, our name we went by back in the day.
Do we want to drop that one lower since we're that much further away from it?
That actually would make sense.
Oh, god fucking damn it, you piece of shit. Yeah, why not? Let's move that down. There we go. The original Guapish logo, Chris Chan, our Let's Plays, Halloween specials that we did, Jeff Keighley, Dylan.
I am an enigma.
None of us are on this except for just Dylan.
Yeah, why am I up there?
Funny. I
think it's because you were probably the most inconsistent in the first 50 episodes.
That is valid, I suppose.
Dylan also wasn't here for this episode when we originally did this.
Yeah, that was the other problem.
We've got Game Awards punishments. Tanner's body count is also in tier 2, and that finishes up that one there.
Do we want to drop... Nah, those are fine.
Fantastic. For tier 3, we have Real plus Mail. This is the video on our front page or whatever on our channel when you go onto it.
Oh, okay.
Lucas, we got Lucas on here. Love that guy. Miss him.
Mm-hmm.
The Guapish Discord server. You can join it for just $1 a month. Pyramid Schemes. Lost episodes, solo episodes, Funny Bros Industries, we just fucking did that. The Funny Heads, you guys remember the Funny Heads? Chad, Tanner was on Chad, We Hate Evangelion, and Censored Words. What words have we censored?
I think the Guapish server might even be on the first tier now.
Yeah, we've advertised it so much.
We talk about it in every single episode.
Yeah,
that is true.
We shill it so much more.
Do we think Chad gets dropped at all now?
I feel like that's valid. We only talked about it for 2 episodes, and that was probably even before episode 52.
It gets brought up every now and then on rare occasion when Tanner can flex his acting chops.
I think it makes sense to drop it by 1, though.
I can't remember the last time in recent Nick history we've talked about it, to be honest.
I feel like I did mention it recently, but I can't remember what
you had it in your game show thing as one of the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, fantastic.
Did we used to hate Evangelion? I forget the context of that one being on there. I assume that was before we watched any of the movies.
Yes, it was.
This was before Guapish at the movies, dude.
Yeah.
When the fuck did we start doing that?
I feel like, do we need to move that down
89?
more? Because don't we have a review on all the movies now? Or did we watch that in our free time? I can't remember. Do we want to move that down then? Because they wouldn't know we hate it. But, well, actually, I don't remember our reviews. So
they would know.
That's valid. Never mind. Leave it where it is.
Alrighty, tier 4. This is when we start getting into the deep shit. The name transition, specifically why we changed our name. Face reveals, this is also it was Funny Bros Incorporated to Industries. That's what's talking about. Not the Funny Bros Industries to Guapish.
Okay.
Right.
Face reveals our Twitch channel, Best Smash Bros Player, Funny Bros Incorporated, there's that one, Incomplete Let's Play Series, The Brothers Podcast, Car Talk, and the Nick was racist? What's that one about?
I feel like that should be higher, but
Yeah, I think everyone knows that.
Let's
I
put it up
I
there.
don't know. Sure.
Right next to political leanings, babe.
that makes a lot of sense. Keep it there.
Have it up there.
I kind of think Twitch channel goes down.
Yeah, to be honest, I forgot we had a Twitch channel as
When
well.
was the last time
Yeah.
we streamed on there?
I mean, when was the last time we
Exactly.
fucking talked about it?
Exactly.
It's not even on our fucking homepage on the website.
Yeah. For good reason. You know, maybe we'll have to revive it.
Yeah, maybe. I was streaming yesterday. I got pretty decent views.
Alright, tier 5 now. We have Tanner's mom, Nico's shitposts, company roles, what our roles in at the company are, David, the Guapish name origin, Last of Us made Tanner gay, and then Tanner dies on his way to Texas.
I mean, Tanner, was your mom coming into the room during your Let's Plays ever cut out, or was it just left in the episode?
It was left in the episode. We basically never cut
Yeah.
anything from those.
So, wouldn't that belong somewhere between the Let's Plays and the incomplete Let's Plays, considering... I mean, I guess they're missing
I mean,
the
she
context
showed up
that it's
so
your mom,
sparsely
but
is the thing, and for
Yeah.
such a short period
Okay.
of time.
I think it's fine where it's at.
should company roles go lower? Because, like, I don't even
Nah.
think we actually talk about it, even in the Discord.
Yeah, but since we moved the Discord server up, that makes the roles more visible to anyone, hypothetically.
True.
I think everything in this tier is fine at this tier.
Okay.
Fantastic. Well, moving right along to the next one, we have the Jordan Peterson compatibility. This is a Tanner and I's dating compatibility. Andrew Yang, David's death, the COVID episodes, Tanner's feet, Valkyria Chronicles speedrun, Jack's Films Festival, Sora is missing, and Patreon. Patreon should absolutely move up.
Yeah,
It's like
I
one of
think it
these
should go.
two.
I'd say the very top. We
Yeah,
mentioned
very
that
top. We
today,
also
so-
mentioned that on the daily.
Fantastic.
Dude, why haven't we all taken the Jordan Peterson compatibility test? What's up with that?
You have to spend money on it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Never mind. I don't want to do that.
Do we want to... I know this is crazy. Do we want to delete Andrew Yang entirely?
What happened, Tanner? Why do you want to get rid of our history, huh?
Well, it was... I don't know. Does every bit we do for maybe 3 episodes have to stay on here?
It was more than 3 episodes. We played the Andrew Yang fighting game.
Uh-huh.
I remember specifically in one of the fucking Monster Prom episodes, somebody named their character Yang Gang.
Yeah.
I wonder who.
He was around for a bit. Listen, Tanner, just because you've completely flip-flopped, the Overton window has completely caused you to become a fucking shill for the Conservative Party, it doesn't mean you can just erase our history of being full-on Andrew Yang supporters.
Do we want to make it so that says Andrew Yang fighting game then?
Was anybody but you, Nico, into Andrew Yang?
We all loved Andrew Yang.
Was anyone genuinely into Andrew Yang and
That's
not doing
the
it
question.
ironically?
I still to this day don't even know who Andrew Yang is. I've never known. I just gone with the bit for,
He
you know.
was the guy that wanted to give every American $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
That was his only real claim to fame, and he wanted to, like,
Interesting.
save trucking, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Huh.
If you want to leave him on there, sure, go for it, buddy.
Fantastic. Andrew Yang stays. What do we think of the rest of these? These all good?
What is Sora's missing? Is that a Smash Bros thing?
Yeah, we never did an episode on Sora. We did one on every other
Ah.
DLC character except for Sora.
That's probably fine where it is then.
Fantastic. Well, we're getting into this is the real murky ass depth. So we have our Christmas songs, and then the Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter supercut.
I feel like, considering me and Jackson don't even know about well, I mean, we know about them, but like Christmas songs should most certainly go lower. You cannot find them anywhere.
Thank
Like,
God
sure, we
for
talk
that.
about them, but nobody knows them. I don't know how low.
I
but,
kind of agree that, yeah, they don't exist. And also, like,
yeah.
the Schoolgirl Zombie Hunter supercut, that's just like a video on our channel, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it probably should be with the Valkyria Chronicles speedrun.
There we go.
Okay.
If we should completely clear out that
Because
tier.
they're both just like a one-off thing we did.
Yeah.
That is still available to be watched on the channel.
That's fair
Yeah.
enough, I suppose. Well then, that tier is now clear. Let's see if we can move anything up. Maybe our YouTube channels, perhaps? Should that be popped up there?
I was
I think
kind
that
of
definitely
thinking
goes
that.
up at least one.
Fantastic.
I could even argue it goes up higher than that.
Let's put it up 1 for now, just in case. We'll see.
I don't think any of us really advertise our channels at all.
No.
Yeah, if anything, it's more so you and Nico, because your guys's... I'm not going to say you've done it more recently, but my channel's been dead for at least 8 years. I don't know anything about Jax's channel, so it kind of
I think
balances
mine's
out.
also been dead for like 8 years.
You're planning on
Yeah, there we
reviving
go.
it, though. I'm definitely looking forward to more Fool's Craft.
Oh yeah, man.
Should Astral Chain be... Well, I guess the fact... Is it the fact that Astral Chain was the first podcast?
Yes, it was the fact that it was the first podcast. We lost the footage, and so it was just us talking.
Yeah, I guess it stays there.
Okay.
They also have the guy. He was a commenter we had back in the day, and yeah, we have the Christmas songs there as well.
I feel
They're
like
still
the
there.
guy can stay. I think I remember who that was.
Oh, I
but
remember.
Is it... Or it's probably... Yeah, I think I know who it is.
Everything
I think
looking
we're
good there.
fine there.
Yeah, I think so.
Fantastic. All right, second to last few here. Nico already played Danganronpa, Toriel, which was Sandwich's original name, and then our art stream that we did on Twitch.
Sandwich's original name was Toriel?
I am almost thinking Toriel moves lower. It moves to the bottom, because that is something I almost never mention now. It's like, that's like truly obscure knowledge at this point.
All I remember about the history of Sandwich is that you found this random cat that wouldn't go away, you didn't want it, and you didn't know what to name it, so you named it something stupid like Sandwich, so because you didn't like care about the cat or something. And that's the general history knowledge I have of Sandwich.
It's all wrong too. That's the best part.
That's crazy. I don't know anything
He
about
did
Sandwich.
try getting rid
apparently.
of her. He didn't want her anymore, but alas,
Yeah.
she stuck around
To be
because
fair,
no one
I
else wanted
didn't-
her.
I didn't really put any actual effort into getting rid of her.
Yeah,
I just kind of said that.
Gotcha.
Is you playing Danganronpa that big of a secret? Like, granted...
No one knew about it until I announced it on this episode 52 or whatever.
Okay, I was gonna say, because whenever you and Tanner start discussing Danganronpa, it's, you guys have lengthy conversations, so it's,
Well,
I guess it's apparent to me.
This thing means he played it before we played it on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Art stream? What's that?
Tanner and I
I
had a little
remember
art
this.
stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think that's fine at this level. That's very obscure.
Yeah, I don't...
All right, and that leaves our final one, which is More Fun. You guys remember
I
More
don't know.
Fun?
Yeah,
No.
our
Yeah.
first was he our first subscriber or Patreon member?
Neither. He just found our Discord because we had just had
Right.
links
Oh.
for it instead of like you needing to
Right.
subscribe to the Patreon for it. He just hopped in.
That's right. Yeah.
Huh. I do remember that guy now. That's... How long has it been since he fucking left?
Imagine him like still being subscribed to the channel or something, and he sees this video randomly, opens it up, and sees his fucking name on this iceberg. He's like, "What the fuck?"
That'd be so
He is
funny.
a legend now. He's immortalized.
Oh my god.
That would be legendary.
More Fun. If you're still watching our content, please comment down below and tell us what you think of how things have changed over the years. We want your full history.
Yeah.
Well, folks, that's what we currently have. Let's start hearing what the new contributions are here, though. What could we possibly add? Jackson, would you like to start us off here?
Yeah, I've got, I think something that's probably in the third tier.
Okay.
Third or fourth, that being you being on an episode of Guapish at the Disco, or like the rationale as to why you were there for like 2 of them.
Oh. What about Guapish at the Disco as a whole? I feel like that'll probably go up top, right?
I mean, yeah, I have that one as well. That one's probably just surface, like very top.
Yeah.
It's just something we do.
Yeah.
Since we have tier lists up there, would it also make sense to do quizzes up there as well?
Quizzes would be a good one, yeah.
There we go. We're really hitting the ground running here.
And then just to like sort of complete the things we do, Guapish at the movies at the very top.
Yeah.
Guapish at the library. Second
Ooh.
tier though.
Second tier? How many? I mean, what? We only have like 3 episodes of that?
I think, do we even have more
We have
than
3.
one?
Yeah, we have 3.
No,
We
yeah,
have
we've got
3?
we've got
Oh,
2
yeah, yeah,
Goosebumps,
yeah.
and we've got the Goodbye Area.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Second tier seems a little high to me, but you guys are the ones that do that, so I'll leave it to your discretion.
We don't advertise it around anywhere, but it is certainly something we do. I mean, the big thing is it's a part of, like, 2 out of the 3 are just, like, a part of our main episodes. I think only one of them was, like, a separate thing we did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to... Dude, why is it... I just thought, why do we have the slime bot up there? Wouldn't the slime bot kind
We
of be...
should put the slime bot in here. Where are we thinking the slime bot goes? Like 3 or 4, probably?
It's hard because we mention it in the Patreon rewards every single episode.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, maybe I'm zoning out, but I feel like I'm the only one that consistently mentions the slime bot. Like, I'm not saying you guys don't.
Well, so we do mention the slime coins. We don't specifically say what you do with them.
Yeah.
You get 500 slime coins. What?
Yeah. So maybe slime bot tier 2? Maybe?
Slimebot tier 2 sounds reasonable.
Sure, we can put it there.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
How about for the 3rd tier, our music top 5 or top 10 reviews?
Ooh,
because that's only something we do like once a year, and we don't even really advertise it's something we do. It's just something that we throw in at like the end of like our re-rank. So most people probably don't even fucking know we do it because they don't get that far in the episode in the first place.
True.
That's fair. Along with that, what about the Guapish at the Movie Awards?
Oh, yeah, that'd probably...
Tier 2?
Is that even tier 2, though?
I feel like if we're putting music top 5 or 10 in tier 3, I feel like it should also be... Like, where's the punishment?
The punishment is in tier 2.
Then, yeah, I guess it makes sense for the awards to be tier 2.
Yeah, I agree then. That makes sense.
Damn, I lost it immediately. I had something pretty good there.
Where are we putting Chris Chan on here?
He's already on there.
I thought, isn't he already on here?
Yeah, tier
Oh
2.
yeah, there he is. Sweet. Where are we putting Wendigoon on here? Next to Chris Chan?
Yeah, I'd
Probably.
say next to Chris Chan.
Alright.
What about, I lost it again, motherfucker.
Why'd you sound so British there when you said that?
I don't know, man. I have...
What about...
Well, a bite.
I have random things I say.
I got 2 wolves.
I also
Let's
had
throw
2
yes.
wolves on mine, dude. I also had 2 wolves.
Tier
Let's
1?
throw 2 wolves. That's obviously tier 1.
Yeah, I would say so.
That's like our most commonly said phrase at this point.
Yeah.
It is the Guapish fucking catchphrase. What about,
Along with 2 wolves, I also have, is that the first time for our tier list?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the first?
Another phrase I have is modicum of sauce. That one might be a tier 2, though.
I was gonna say, I don't...
Let's see here. Yeah, let's
Tier
put
3 maybe?
And tier 3.
You think tier 3?
It comes up so rarely, man. What about side guaps? Where do we want to put side guaps?
I was thinking about the pre and post guap on here.
Rue.
Pre-guap gets mentioned every episode, so I think it's probably in...
Tier 2?
I was kind of thinking tier
Well,
2.
Actually, no, because we mentioned it at the end when we're doing our outro, so
Yeah.
it probably... Well, but Jackson did pose a really good point. Like, our retention for the videos isn't very long, so people don't make it to the end, so maybe they don't know about the pre-guap or any of that in, like, the Patreon. So, like, how much of that actually... Is it based on what we say, or is it based on viewer retention with this Iceberg?
Who knows?
That's the real question.
It's based on whatever we want it to be based on. Post-guaps, I'd even go 4 or 5.
Yeah, I was thinking the
yeah,
same.
that's pretty deep.
There's a nice little spot for him right here.
And I feel like side guap should go somewhere in between there. We don't have them super often, but we have enough of them, I'd say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Car Talk, but like Car Talk's a little lower, and I don't know if I'd put it down in tier 4.
Is Car Talk's already on there?
It is,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying it
Oh.
could go alongside it, but it's a little low.
How about the concept of our locations? That being like,
Oh,
we were
yeah.
all in the same state at some point, fucking Tanner's been bouncing around a lot, now we're all in different states.
Yep, I had that written down as well.
What tier would that be, though?
I would imagine probably like 2 or 3, because I don't think we're crazy subtle about it. We definitely make it known, but it's like mostly in like our pre-guap. We don't really talk about it.
Yeah, I
a ton.
agree with 2.
Okay.
Alright, sweet. What else we got here?
That's funny, I actually wrote that one down twice, accidentally.
Gotcha.
It's so good he had to write it twice.
Bouncing off of one already on the list, Tanner's dad.
Oh, Tanner's dad.
Funnily enough, I was going to bring up Jay.
That's good. Yeah, we had him on for one episode.
A single episode, and he's been a patron for a while.
Well, my dad has also only been on for one episode.
I forgot he was on an episode.
I also forgot about that. He should go.
Well, he was.
for sure.
My dad was on a sidewalk, and Jay was on a podcast episode.
Yeah, he was in a quiz.
Yeah.
What quiz was that? What?
The League of Legends quiz.
I don't know. That's right, yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
invited
Yeah.
him there to try and stomp you guys, and he totally fumbled.
He biffed it.
Tried to bring in a ringer.
Tier 3 and Tier 4 seems... I don't know.
I mean, listen, what we have is what we have.
We need more arcane lore. All our shit's too service level.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
All right, I guess as far as like, so let's maybe add some running jokes on here. How about Dylan's unable to yes and?
True, I can't do that.
I also have written down Dylan doesn't get comedy, which is kind of the same thing.
Dude, I laugh at all the comedy movies. You're wrong.
So he's the highest by far in our comedies on average.
Well, this is more so a reference. I don't remember what movie review it is, but it was Happiness.
Oh.
Where I think one of us was like, dude, does Dylan just not understand comedy? And then one of us points out, maybe that's why so many of our interactions are awkward with him, because we use comedy so much.
That is valid, dude. I mean, there's more than one way to skin a cat. We don't have to agree on comedy.
How about we add that Tanner gave a presentation on how to skin a cat?
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a pretty deep one.
That's probably, I don't know.
Tier 4?
Like a 4 or a 5?
Yeah, it's definitely one that can go much lower. And I suppose that while we're on that note, what about just like our cats in general? We don't have any of the fucking cats on here. What's up with that?
That's almost certainly a 1 or a 2.
Oh, absolutely. Can this thing fucking let me move it? Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go.
I figure the cats can go somewhere around the Game Awards and all that shit, because you guys post the cats' live reactions whenever we do the punishment videos.
We do.
Aside from the
That
fact...
makes sense.
Oh, I just thought of another one that can go tier 1. And they're posted on the website. But speaking of that, the website...
Oh, guapish.com.
Yeah, guapish.com.
Shout out Guapish.com. Check out Guapish.com.
In that same vein, do we want to include the tier list maker that Jackson made?
Oh,
I think that kind of falls under guapish.com in a way.
it doesn't though. It's a completely different website.
Okay.
It's a different domain.
I know, but like, it's spiritually the same thing.
I would disagree.
I don't agree with that.
Because, like, Guapish, the tier list maker is, like, a fully separate service I made. Like, anybody can use that. Like, it's just a website people can. Does it belong in tier 4? I could see tier 4, because I think I brought it up that I made the website on, like, the very first time we used it, and then since then we've just been using it without any other context.
Yeah.
Like, people just know we use a tier list maker. They don't know it's yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
What about my dog, since we have the cats up there?
I was just
barely
going to
ever talk
mention your
about
dogs. The oft ill-mentioned dogs.
Probably tier 2 or 3.
I'd agree.
Yeah, that's fine. There we go.
Can we put the concept of Jews somewhere on here?
Well, I feel like we talk about it way more often than whatever tier that is.
We do talk about them quite often.
I mean, especially more recently, but...
Which, on that note, actually, let me go ahead and add,
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we do that on a constant basis. You're usually so good at that, man. What's wrong with you?
There
Dude,
we
and
go.
an S.
What?
What?
There is an S in there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I thought Disavow had 2 S's.
I don't
Never
know.
mind.
I don't know if it
It's
does. Tough to say.
It doesn't. How about, let me throw a couple games on here. Baldur's Gate 3?
Nobody knows it. We've talked about it, but nobody knows about that.
Nobody knows about this little indie darling called Baldur's Gate 3.
It's more so like the fact that we've done a playthrough.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I figured it'd go kind of low.
It'd probably be
We
a bit
maybe
lower
mentioned it
since we
twice.
haven't really talked about it. Where are you thinking that'll go here?
I'm thinking like a 3 or a 4.
Okay. I'm seeing more room in the 4s, so I'll toss it there.
Valid enough, dude.
And then, along with that, Cosmic Encounter.
Oh yeah,
We did
can
have that
definitely put
one
on
episode.
here. But we'll have it on many more.
Yeah.
And many more.
I feel like Cosmic Encounter is like a 2 or 3, but like
I don't think it's like a 2.
we're running out of space.
Yeah,
That's
probably a
fact.
2.
Mm-hmm.
How about just the concept of talking episodes?
Oh yeah, the non-special occasion episodes.
I genuinely can't remember when we stopped doing those.
It was somewhere around 200.
Yeah. So it's been a minute.
Yeah. I'd argue 2 or 3.
What about, this one can be discounted, so if this isn't a good one, it's fine. What about, either the outro music or just the Guapish soundtrack in general?
The sounds of Guapish.
Yeah, the sounds of Guapish. Because,
feel
like,
that's a
have you
decent
ever
one.
changed the background music? I feel like you did.
I've changed it
Or have you
several
just been-
times.
Okay, yeah, because I know at one point it was, like the Ape Escape thing or whatever, right?
I mean, that was specifically the outro music was the main music for Guapish. It's gone through many incarnations of being like, we've had fucking Bomberman in there for the N64, you know, Snowboard Kids, fucking, we went through an era of Hylix, lots of fucking, what's that one game? You know the one. It's where you're a guy and you have masks and you beat people up, you kill them, you shoot them dead. What's that fucking game? Hotline Miami? That's it.
I was gonna say, you've
okay.
literally only mentioned games I've never heard of. I have no help here.
Yeah.
I kind of think Sounds of Guapish is even 1, maybe even 2 down.
I suppose it can be. Why not?
Perfect.
I have one more focused on one of you guys. I made sure to have something for each of you. Jackson is a little fence sitter.
Is he now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can put that one way up here. Way up here.
Okay.
I kinda want to go tier 2 on that one. I got a couple more that are related to me specifically, obviously. Tanner says the N-word.
Oh yeah, we do
Oh,
have
yeah.
you doing that, don't we?
It wasn't even a bit, it was real.
I was quoting someone.
Not based off of the sound clip I have of you saying it.
That is true, there's a,
Yeah, tier 3 seems about right for that.
Dude, I want to go into more detail about Me Too, but you just have my name up there, and so, like, I don't know if I can justify going into more detail.
Yeah. Let me finish off the ones about me with Tanner reads source material.
Did you read fucking Drive this week?
Is that based on a book?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
You son
You
of
still
a
have
bitch.
time.
Yeah, bust it out here in the next 10 minutes.
It's like a children's book. It's 15 pages.
Yeah, it's a picture book.
It's just Ryan Gosling staring straight out of the page at you.
I'm actually shocked, just if we're gonna keep adding things about Tanner, I'm shocked that we don't have haikus up there. Or did haikus even exist when the last one came out?
They didn't. No,
No.
Guapish at the
Guapish
movies.
at the movies
exist at
didn't
the time.
exist.
Alright, yeah, haikus, and then also fun facts. Do we want to put those in the same one?
Fun facts are tier 1. Haikus are probably 2, maybe 3.
I don't remember when you stopped doing haikus.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
Tier
yeah,
3 is
like
probably.
3. 3
Yeah.
seems good.
How about our first unofficial Guapish at the movies? When we were reviewing movies prior to it being like an actual segment.
Oh, that's
Demon
a good
Train.
one.
Yeah, like Demon Train, Jujutsu Kaisen
Jujutsu
0.
Kaisen.
I think we even...
Spider-Man.
Didn't we review fucking FNAF before we started doing Guapish at the movies?
No, we were.
Yeah, FNAF was, I think, what, a year and a half ago? Something
Who
like
knows? It's
There's
impossible
no way
to
it was that
say.
recent.
that. It was pretty
Do we want
recent,
to throw the phrase "it's impossible to say" up there?
Yeah, that's gonna be tier 1 for sure.
Yeah, why not?
FNAF was 3 years ago.
Oh my god. What's up?
I was
He's
reacting to FNAF coming out 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. It sounded like you were reacting to something that happened in your setup or something. Dude.
I've still got 6 more on my end.
Fucking go for it, man.
I have lost episodes on my list here.
Isn't
we
that
already have
yeah, it's
something
already
like
on
that?
there.
What? Where?
Tier 3.
Where?
Tier 3. Top column. Top
Oh
middle.
yeah, check that out. Never mind.
yeah.
I have guest audio problems.
I was gonna bring that up. That's one I forgot about.
I think
Yeah,
that's
that probably.
probably tier 3. Let's put our Iceberg is too cramped on there.
Yeah, we have a big iceberg. We have an iceberg fitting for the Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I got one for me, and we could veto this if you want, but Dylan beats Final Fantasy 14.
Have you beaten it?
Jackson, would you? I think we came to the conclusion that I have in fact beaten it, right?
I guess it is. I mean, Final Fantasy 14 is a game without an end. You've caught up with the main story, so then yeah, I would qualify that as beating it, quote unquote, if you're looking at it that way.
What if we put a pack opening on here?
There you go. We've done a couple.
I was including that in the
side
sidewalks, but yeah. I mean, your guys' didn't get posted though, did it? Yeah. So mine did, but that's because I took the time to. The reason I want to specifically put the Final Fantasy 14 is because the fun fact with that is it took me more time to beat the base game than it took me to beat all of the expansions combined. I beat the expansions in 11 months. It took me 12 months to beat ARR. So that's a fun little thing.
So we have the pack opening. Why not throw the unposted pack opening as a separate thing? Because we talk about that a lot.
True. It does come up.
We need more shit in the lower ones. I mean, we're talking about it now. I've heard it like a few more times. I say a lot. We've spoken about it a few times, I think.
I don't know if it's been mentioned on the podcast before.
Well, there we go. Put it
honest.
even lower then, maybe.
We need some deeper ones here.
Yeah.
There we go.
I've got Nigga Bean Chin Chug.
Dude, we already have our YouTube channels.
Yeah, we already have our YouTube
channels.
channels.
Sure, but also like it's the mega slur we invented on one of the episodes.
Oh yeah, valid.
Right next to Jews. That feels fitting.
There, perfect. I wish I had more deep stuff to put in here. I just feel like I don't know any of the juicy details, you know?
Yeah, I've got two left and they're both pretty surface level. One of them being lollies, and
oh yeah,
the other one being our Kitty Corner channel, but that is
Kitty Corner, by the way. Kitty, we really need to emphasize the T on that word.
Yeah. I have dogs, so I'm safe, but you know.
He doesn't get it.
Dude, I do get it. I'm just trying
lollies.
to... Anyway.
Let's toss Kitty Corner like... We do mention the Kitty Corner is the thing in the episodes.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time we mentioned it, though, is the problem here.
I don't either, but I know we definitely do mention it in passing, so I guess...
I can only assume that in the lollies one, we're including, like, mine and Tanner's video both, right? Not just
everything
the topic
revolving around lollies is in there.
We've got like 3 or 4 different episodes that are just about that.
I'm waiting with bated breath to see the day when Tanner's lolly video surpasses mine in views. Mine's fucking up there. It's at like over 1.5 at this point or something.
Tanner's
crazy.
just dropped. Give the man a chance here.
I said I'm waiting with bated breath. Like I'm expecting it to pass mine in views.
Gotcha.
A running gag I have written down here is Gal Gadot medical malpractice.
When do we talk about her committing medical malpractice? It's always
This
that
is
she
one of
murdered
your
2
bits.
children. No, she murdered 2 children. It's not that she committed medical
Yeah,
malpractice.
but the last time we did the bit, we said it was due to medical malpractice.
I don't remember
Because she
this.
wasn't combat, she was a fucking, medical person. There you go. Just let it overlap with other text.
Of course.
Wait, you actually... No, take Iceberg too big off. That was me joking.
Alright, we can remove that.
Damn it.
Gueria. Let's put that on there.
What?
What?
What'd you
Why?
say?
Gueria. The gorilla
Why?
story. No, Gueria.
He's saying it white. Like G-U-E.
I'm saying it as part of the fucking story, okay? Jesus.
I don't know the story. Oh, that's right, because I remember you mentioning during the fucking languages quiz, you apparently have this story in, like, high school you used to tell all the time or something?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of stories, by the way, how about our short stories?
Ooh.
Sure.
Yeah, we do
Those
have
are
so
just part of
frequently.
episodes.
Yeah, don't worry, it's not going down there. That's just where I was
Yeah.
typing.
He just needs
Okay.
room. Room to breathe. Room to be free.
I think
Dude,
that's like tier 2, but let's move
Probably.
Jeff.
move Jeff.
Stores. There
Name
we
Jeff.
go. There we go.
How about Sora Means Sky? This is the fake legal drama movie we pitched. I don't even remember where this originated from.
I don't either.
Dude, I have one that can probably go in the lowest possible tier that I don't even think you guys know. I may have mentioned it a couple times. I could have been a professional actor,
Because you were also in Chad.
Oh yeah, because I was also in Chad. You just didn't know. I was too good for the role, so I had to turn it down.
What is the story here?
The story is, for some random reason, when I was younger, my mom decided to take me and my sister to like a commercial acting like audition or whatever. And the only reason that I didn't progress further in the process is because we had to pay for like our flights to Florida, and my mom couldn't afford it. So like, you know, I never really knew, you know, but you know, the potential was there. My sister didn't get picked, I did, which is funny. Hell yeah.
If we're throwing on random lore about ourselves, I think I've mentioned this a few times in the podcast, but me fucking crashing my old Miata in a ditch.
That is I mean, listen, I only brought up that because I know Tanner has Chad on there, so that's like my closest story to that. B-Day slippage. That's a really good way of putting it.
Happy to hear it. By the way, while you were talking there, Dylan, I put we get scammed on here.
That does happen.
Stories of us getting scammed.
Happens to be more often than you guys, but you know, regardless. Actually, who hasn't? I think Jackson's like one of the only ones, right? Oh, you haven't either? There we go.
Jackson said he's gotten scammed by like Chinese people in CSGO.
I guess it depends on if you count getting sharked as getting scammed. So I think they're close enough.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I got scammed by college. I guess, you know, we can count that.
I got paid to go to college, quite frankly, so I don't share that sentiment, unfortunately.
Let's add Dylan's black privilege on here.
Yeah, my black... I'd never use it.
Oh, let's put Dylan is black on here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's just include that. I was gonna say we should include something about, like, what, like, Dylan's unknown fucking culture or something, or
quantity.
Whatever the hell we're gonna call it. Oh, in that vein, I guess, unless you just want to include that in this fucking Dylan's Black, the 23andMe that we talked about when we started the Patreon.
Sure, we can toss the 23andMe on here. Why not? Let's see.
Mind you, we haven't talked about it since then, so keep that in mind.
Should we throw Tanner's DNA test on there?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we found out you were like every white aggressive European in existence or something.
That's racist.
It's not.
It's true.
It is true. This guy, he calls me racist, but, you know, whenever he talks about Jewish people, it's all fine to him.
Well, Jews aren't a race, so...
That's part of your problem, Tanner. That's part of your problem.
Dude, I'd even abbreviate it slightly to just Tanner's DNA.
Tanner's DNA.
Perfect. I got two last ones. They come in a pair.
Okay.
Let's say tier 2. Can we do we like feet in parentheses ironic?
Let's see, do we have room for that?
I feel like I know what the next one is, but I want to wait and see if I'm right.
We like feet unironic.
He said ironic, not unironic.
No, I'm saying the next one is unironic.
Yeah,
okay.
And then to follow up, somewhere way lower, can we do we like feet unironic?
Oh, this is not... I thought you were going to say something about armpits. Mainly
Dude,
just because
we can throw Can we just throw the word armpits in the same tier as that one?
Yeah, why not? We can do that. It's
Why'd
our dangle iceberg. We can do whatever we please.
Wait, I can't tell. Is that a squiggly bracket or a normal parenthesis?
What are you talking about?
On unironic?
No, it's a normal one.
Huh.
Let's zoom in, enhance. Let's see. COVID episode. Check it out.
Okay.
Unironic.
That's so weird. It really made that first one look like a curly bracket for some reason.
Strange.
True. I also, when you said that, that's also what I thought. Dude, this one kind of pertains to my origin of why I'm even on the podcast, and I'm not going to go into super details. My relationship status. That's like pretty much the defining reason I'm even here, and also why I'm even friends with like Jackson or Tanner.
Can we use a code word for this one and just put burlesque?
That actually, that's funny because, yeah, that topic did come up when we reviewed that movie.
So how you spell burlesque? I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah,
I think it's
we
fine.
know
Yeah.
what it means.
I was thinking about the Iceberg for a long time, and I was like, damn, the only reason I'm, like, friends with Jackson and Tanner, and I'm on the podcast, and all these other things is literally because of that one moment in history.
You know, it goes to show that even in the darkest times, there's a little glimmer of hope.
True, man, true.
There's
Do we have my ex on here?
After.
Your ex?
Yeah, the episode I did with my ex, do we have that on here?
No.
I totally forgot about
I figured that would
that.
kind of fall under like lost episodes. We can toss
Okay,
it
yeah,
on,
that's
though.
true enough. I mean, I guess it's a bit more obscure than Lost Episodes, so maybe just to like put something way down.
That episode is still up now.
Oh, is it?
I think it is. It's just delisted, maybe.
Who knows?
So it's like you can't
can't
find the
remember.
episode unless you go into the what's it
playlist?
called? The playlist. That's it.
Oh, what about our YouTube poops?
That's a good one.
I only bring that up because I've said this a couple of times. It pissed me off that I put so little effort into that. And for some reason, that one video got more than probably all of my original YouTube channel's views combined.
Why do you think
Fucking
that
bullshit.
is?
I don't fucking know, dude.
He finally figured out SEO.
I don't know what that means. Dylan's like lack of knowledge on pop culture. How about that?
There you go. Tier 1, Dylan doesn't know.
Yeah, Dylan does it. That's sometimes it's a bit, sometimes it's not. There are just legitimately things you guys talk about. And I just, sometimes it's probably better if I don't say shit, honestly, but I think it's funny that I say it.
That's Jackson's
It gives us-
claim to fame. That's how he gets away with it. He
True.
probably doesn't know about the same amount as you do, but he just doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Somebody has to be the scapegoat, man. Tanner needs to take that aggression out on somebody, and I'd hate for it to be anybody else.
Yeah, you'd hate for it to be his girlfriend.
Yeah. Jesus.
I just go up to her like, babe, you have no idea how much Dylan does for our relationship.
Dude, I'd love to see the look she fucking gives you if you ever tell
If he ever left me, I don't know what we'd do.
Good God, man.
Dude, this is a bit of a dark one. This is gonna go way, way down. How about Tanner kills a kitten?
Oh, I
miss
do
Cheeto
remember.
Puff.
I do remember that now.
Rest in peace, Cheeto. Oh yeah, Cheese Puff.
Oh my God.
Forgot its name.
Well,
Oh
you
no.
know.
There we go. That's sad. That's a sad story, dude. I wish you didn't do that.
I don't much like it either, to be honest.
All right, what are we thinking, guys? Do we really have much else here?
We've added
No.
at least double what we had on this
Yeah,
originally.
I think we did
so.
a pretty good job, honestly.
It was a pretty thorough one here. It's looking like I'd like to see us just like throw this onto like. Is there like a Iceberg subreddit or something? Just toss this on there, and no one will have any fucking idea what any of this means.
That's very funny.
Let's separate Jay and Tanner just a little bit so that
Yeah.
future generations know those are separate.
You should throw this up on the subreddit and then see what, if any, traction it gets.
Yeah. Maybe I will, dude. Maybe I will. Well, guys, if we don't have anything else, then I think that would just about do it for the... I was about to say tier list for the Iceberg. Check that out. Fantastic.
Dude, this was solid. I came into this with absolutely nothing written down. I was going by the seat of my pants like I always do.
You
and,
piece of shit.
Listen, man, I work better under pressure, and it paid off. I obviously came up with a ton of shit. Arguably, I think I came up with almost more than you guys.
I think you came up with about 80% of what we added here today.
Well, I wouldn't say that high.
Probably about 80% of what we had on here previously as well.
I was gonna say I may be the
95%
source of it,
even.
but not in the good way that I want to be.
Who's the source of it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, cut that
I heard
out.
that in Mike Tyson's voice.
Speaking of Mike Tyson, I can't wait for us to Mike our Tysons over on
Oh my
Guapish
God.
at the movies.
Guapish at the movies!
Why don't you just fucking rape me, Paul?
Jackson, what did we watch this week?
Guys, before we do that, I opened up my door to let Themis in because his food got dispensed, and I like popped my head out into the hallway to see if he was coming, and he just fucking full stopped and like slid a foot because he got shocked by like seeing me poking my head out, and I thought that was very cute.
That's very funny.
Dude, I love that movie.
Me too.
The Patreon pick this week, as requested by our favorite patron, Lavaskane, thank you for the request, was the 2005 film Revolver, which I will now attempt to describe the plot of. We've got a guy who was thrown in prison, and he got out of prison and won a lot of money, and now he's being scammed, kind of, by a couple of loan sharks that tricked him into thinking he was going to die so that he could, fucking discover his true potential and beat his ego. And there's a lot of other shit that goes on. I'm not going to get fucking into it. Tanner, give us a fun fact.
Fun fact, Jason Statham has stated he didn't fully understand the movie while making it, saying it was a complicated script.
You don't fucking say.
Yeah, I'll say that's a good fun fact, Tanner. I like that one. Dylan,
I like it when people making things don't know what they're making.
Where are you ranking this one?
That's a good fucking question. This might be too high, but I'm floating between a B and a B minus.
Okay. Jackson, this is Tanichi's favorite movie. Your dear, sweet, close pal Tanichi, his favorite film of all time. Where are you putting it?
I have no fucking idea.
That's valid, man.
My immediate reaction is like somewhere in C, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts, I guess, before I really solidify.
Fair enough. I'm giving it a strong C myself. Tanner, how about you?
This is an incredibly strange favorite movie. I am in between a C plus and a B minus.
Okay, so I'm not too far off it. So I barely fucking remember anything about this movie. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Which is strange because this movie had me in the beginning. I was kind of into it. It had me kind of second guessing. Like I'm pretty like for a minute, and I'm still unsure about it, to be completely honest. The loan shark guys, I was convinced for a minute that they weren't actually real and they were like a figment of this guy's imagination. Like pretty much everything else I think of this movie. That's the problem I guess I'm getting at here. The ending is so arbitrary. Is not the word for it. It's so confusing.
Ambiguous?
Yeah. It really makes you, because it starts to turn everything into a mind game where you could do a mind game well, but then everybody's got mind games and schizophrenia going on, and then you're not sure what's real from anybody's perspective. And then now when you've got multiple people that have different frame of minds and the same scene happening at the same time, it lost me at the end. I was kind of into it, but it got real muddy there.
Yeah, I pretty much completely agree with you. It's an interesting film, but it's really confusing, especially at the end. I think a big thing that helps confuse is, like, we start taking the perspective of our antagonist, and he's also mentally breaking.
Yeah.
And so that's just an extra layer of, like, wait, what's going on? Who is any of this real? Am I real? Who's watching this movie? And it never really grabbed me, and so I was watching this movie, I'm like, I feel like this movie is desperately trying to have some sauce and just isn't really hitting it. Like, they're doing some interesting stuff with, like, the cameras and the colors and, like, the characters and whatever,
and
but
the animated segment.
Yeah, the animated segments, but, like, it never really comes together for me.
Dylan, do you just say animated? Do you not remember that?
I honestly, dude, I can't, like I said, I'm not joking when I said I can't really remember. Where in the movie was the animated segment?
When, like, those dudes go to the Asian guy, and they're like, boss, and he's like, BAM!
Right, I was gonna say, it's like that moment where, like, he walks in the room, and, like, they're showing the animated portrayal on the TV that the old guy is watching and all that. Okay.
He goes Super Saiyan and, like, bursts his shirt off of his body.
Dude... I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting, and it kept going. I was like, you're fucking losing me. I don't get the purpose of this. It's very strange.
Jackson, I'm dying to know, what did you think of this film?
I mean, I think the biggest thing here is they were going for a lot more than they could actually pull off, and this movie is trying to be way smarter and way more, like, intellectual than it actually ends up being in practice. Like, it's just really fucking messy. Like, I don't think any of the performances are, like, necessarily bad. I think there's some interesting shots. They attempt to do some cool stuff with the filmmaking. But it's just really messy. It just takes itself way too fucking seriously to, like, almost a point of parody. Like, the fucking dialogue, when they try to sound smart, is so fucking cringy. Dear God. All the fucking surface level intellectual bullshit, like when they're playing chess. Like, shut the fuck up, man. All the fucking quotes in foreign languages. Like, oh my God, man. Let's not get it twisted here. I see what they're going for, but it just comes off as really pretentious, and it just took me out of the film a lot. I could never really take it seriously. I get what they're going for, I think. It's hard, given the movie is incredibly messy, to truly understand it without, like, really deep diving into the analytics of it. I don't want to fucking do that, because I don't care about it enough. It's entertaining, I guess. That's one thing. There's so much shit happening all the time, and I never really felt like I was bored. But yeah, it's just a really messy, kind of dumb movie. I liked it more this time than the first time. The first time I watched it, I thought it was fucking, like, actually horrendous dog shit.
Yeah.
This time around, I still think it's bad, but, like, it's not, like, offensively bad. I just think it's kind of, like, funny bad now.
I so desperately, Tanichi, I know you don't watch these episodes probably.
He's gonna watch this one, though. He's gonna check it out.
Does he know we picked the movie?
I mean,
Surely
he'll see
he
it pop up in
I
his
haven't told him about
subscriptions.
it.
I so desperately would like to know Tanichi's thoughts on this. If this is his favorite movie, I'd like to hear his breakdown of, like, what he enjoys and what his perception of this movie is. Because genuinely, I do feel like I'm missing something, but at the same time, I feel like the only reason I'm missing something is because they're trying to introduce too many things all at once. And they're just trying to throw so much in at the ending there, especially where it's just like, it's like Tanner was saying, what's real? Am I real? Is both of the... And that's kind of what I was getting at, too. It's like, with both the antagonist and the protagonist experiencing these fucking head games, how the hell are we supposed to have a ground of knowledge on anything?
Yeah, it's a real hat on top of a hat situation here. They're throwing in way too many things where it's like, you can just focus on one and try and make that good instead of, like, just overwhelming us with all these different things.
Well, and I have, like, a running theory in my head that I'm not going to get into here, but, like, the general basis of it is, like, this guy's really good at chess because, like, you know, he sat in a cell for however long was learning chess. He's good at crimes because he was doing that before he got thrown in prison. He just sat and marinated in that forever. And the reason I think he has these two characters is because he's created them as, like, scapegoats in his mind. And the reason I do think the loan sharks are fake, and, like, Mr. Gold, I either Mr. Gold is some figmental, you know, person, or Mr. Gold is our protagonist, and we just don't know and he doesn't know it, because it's like a mind-out-of-body experience. But the loan sharks, in one particular scene, were sitting in the hot tub, and they're like, oh, you're gonna have to figure out what's about to happen next, because your target's right up there. And the guys come out and immediately start shooting our protagonist. The loan sharks don't panic, presumably because they're loan sharks, but who knows. But then also, the guys just don't care. Like, they just go and immediately chase after our protagonist, so it kind of sets off in my mind, are the loan sharks real? Are they just a figment of his imagination? Are they, like, a projected image of, like, these two aspects of our main character? It gets really messy. So, you know.
Well, folks, do we have anything else to say about Revolver?
I'm shocked I had that much to say.
This movie weird as hell.
Yeah, it just didn't quite come together.
Yeah, it didn't land. I didn't like the ending. The ending was very unsatisfying.
Well, folks, I'm sticking at my C. I will say, though, that when I get my own house, I will have a big ultraviolet room like this dude has.
That shit was crazy.
Very funny.
Yeah, the amount of time spent in that room was unnecessary even. I think I'm gonna go with neither of my rankings and, in fact, give it a C+.
Dude, I'm also gonna go with my C+.
I think I'm gonna land at just a flat C, which puts it unsurprisingly at a C+ overall.
There we go. Pretty respectable, honestly.
You know, it landed a lot higher than I initially anticipated it when I put it into Patreon.
I will,
Like
I will say,
ago.
there's another situation where the reviews for this film are much more harsh than they need to be.
People just have no whimsy, I suppose.
Yeah.
And speaking of whimsy, we have Nico's pick this week, that being the 2011 film Drive.
That's right, folks. So, Drive is a film about Ryan Gosling playing an autist who drives a car real fast, but then, he's gonna go on one last job, but then hilarity ensues and a lot of people fucking die.
True.
Fun fact, the director Nicholas Winding Refn, has no interest in cars, doesn't have a driver's license, and has failed his driver's test 8 times.
That's the kind of man I want making a car movie. All right, Tanner, that was a good fun fact. Where are you putting this film?
I am in between a B and a B+.
Dylan, where are you putting it?
I really enjoyed this movie. I gave it an A+.
Jackson, how about yourself?
I'm at a B+.
Tragic rating from Jackson there. I'm at an A-.
Dude, an interesting pair of wolves we have here. I'm going to be honest, guys. So obviously this movie has a reputation as being like, this is what dudes in their 20s, they fucking love this movie. It's up there with, you know, Scarface and, you know, those other Fight Club, those kinds of movies. This movie really did not grab me at any point. I found
too
it
art house for you, Tanner. And what do you mean at any point? The initial like fucking driving sequence was awesome. How did that not get you involved at all?
It just didn't.
You freak. You sick
Yeah,
fuck.
I was pretty consistently bored. It has a strong ending, which helps a lot, and you know it's really well made and whatever. But like it really didn't capture my attention at all, which was a bummer. And maybe I just need to watch it again sometime later. But yeah, I was kind of surprised I didn't get into it all that much. I think a big thing that made me find it so boring is their copious use of slow-mo in this for really mundane, stupid shit.
Classic goofy Tanner. Yeah, so this film was pretty sweet. Kind of as Tanner alluded to there, the story isn't anything crazy. It is pretty standard like crime drama affair here. But where it really excels is in the characters and just the fucking atmosphere they build here. Like, Tanner is normally the one who uses the dreaded V word, but this is very much so a film all about the vibes. I love the vibes they have going on here. It's very lonely, almost dreamlike film. And at times it feels like kind of oddly fragile just because, like, you know, despite how sort of like tender the moments it presents are, it can turn on a dime and just suddenly become like very violent. And when it does, it just does not fucking hold back.
I'll get into my dealings with this movie. I don't have a crazy amount to say. I will say I do enjoy the simplicity of the plot and the characters, but just also generally the interaction between all of them. And I guess I never thought of it this way, but Nico put it pretty well. It's a pretty fragile movie where, at least in my analysis of that statement, is like it feels like it could fall apart at any moment, but they're doing a really good job like balancing everything, in my opinion. Our character isn't anything crazy. He literally defines his set of rules at the very beginning of the movie. He very consistently follows that, and I don't know. It's they somehow took an uninteresting seeming character and made him interesting. It's like they made him mysterious, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We wanted to learn more. And I don't remember if Jackson was trying to do a bit, something about if you're depressed, like, I don't remember what he said in general chat. Something about find a single mom with a kid and drive cars or something. I don't know. But genuinely, I liked watching his story progress through this, and, you know, he basically has a goal and an objective, and he just does it, and then there's nothing more than that. And then eventually, when it comes down to the one person in his life we've seen he cares about, besides, you know, obviously Shannon, and, you know, he died, but this guy, like, breaks his, like, own set of rules and morals to get shit done. Like, he says he doesn't shoot guns, he doesn't go beyond a time limit before or after, he follows things straight to a dime, and then we see that, like, character shift, and for some reason, he's just, like, efficient at what he does, and we're like, well, does he avoid it because he knows he's, like, good at it and he can't control himself? Which he does, like, do things a bit extreme in this movie, I will admit. Or is it just because, you know, he holds himself to that standard? But, yeah, obviously I clung to the characters a ton in this movie. But yeah.
I don't have a ton to say about it. It's just kind of an entertaining action movie. I'm not particularly crazy about the characters. I think some of the action scenes are cool and fun. I like the one where he's running away in the Mustang. Good time. Shockingly violent movie. That really caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about Ryan Gosling's performance in this, where he's just kind of doing the fucking emotionless husk of a man kind of thing. I get that's what they're going for. It seems like the dude's like outwardly depressed and he found some purpose in life with that woman he's able to help out. I also do think it's funny that she's some fucking single mom of a convict. And then the guy gets out of jail and immediately starts doing convict shit. But yeah, it's just kind of a fun movie. I don't have any crazy thoughts about it. I don't think it's like some amazing character piece or anything about this dude. I wasn't particularly sold on his, I don't know, progression throughout it. It's just, you know, it's just a fun action movie.
Boo! Boo, I say. So one thing that people mention a lot when Drive comes up is that Ryan Gosling really seems like an autist in this film. And so going into it, I was like, there's no way that's true. People are reading way too much into this. He's just gonna be like some quiet guy who's like maybe a little awkward or something. I can kind of see it though. He does kind of come off as an autist. Which isn't to say Ryan Gosling's performance here is bad or anything. He does a great job portraying this very quiet guy, but like despite that, the character never feels like empty at all, which leads to some really great moments when, like, you know, that chill demeanor starts cracking and he becomes very worked up, like when he's holding that fucking hammer and he's just kind of like fidgeting with it because he's so fucking angry. That part is really well done. I really love that. Also, Bryan Cranston, he's in this film. He does a wonderful job. He should really get some more roles where he's like a seedy criminal dude. I think he seems to play that part very well.
I agree.
Folks, do we have anything else to say about Drive?
No.
It's a fun movie.
No.
It's a pretty good one. I liked Drive. I was really disappointed. I thought this would be your film, Jax. I thought it would be your movie. C'est la vie, though.
I did too.
I mean, I think that some of the car scenes are some of the best we've seen. Specifically, just that one that I had mentioned where he's running away from the pawn shop heist. I think was fun. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just, it didn't really, I'm kind of with Tanner. It just didn't really grip me that much. I just thought it was kind of an action movie.
Yeah.
Wait until we get to Baby Driver. You're gonna love that one. That's gonna really change things for you. Well, I'm sticking to my A-. How about you guys?
I'll stick with my A+.
I'm gonna stick at my B+.
I'll join Jackson at B+ for now.
And it lands at an A- overall. How exciting.
Wow.
Solid.
And speaking of A-, we've got the follow-up film to Silence of the Lambs, that being the 2001 film Hannibal, as requested by Tanner.
That's right, guys. Hannibal it's a sequel to Silence of the Lambs, where we see that Hannibal is now in Italy, and they track him down again, and he gets away. The end. Fun fact. So Ridley Scott, the director, was offered this job while he was working on the set of Gladiator, and he accidentally thought of the wrong Hannibal and was like, I don't want to do another Roman epic movie while I'm doing this one.
That's
Damn.
very funny. Good fun fact, Tanner. Good stuff there. My question, though, is where are you putting this one?
I am currently at a flat B.
Okay. Dylan, how about yourself?
I gave this movie an A+ also.
Jackson, where are you at?
I'm also at a flat B.
And I
Crazy.
am a bit more of a hater than you guys. I'm a B-. Dylan, what do you mean an A+?
I don't know. Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of these movies were lost on me this week. I enjoyed this more than Silence of the Lambs. That's all I know.
Oh no.
What do you
Why
mean?
is
Oh,
that?
no. I don't. It felt more. I don't know. It just felt more involved. Like it just felt like there was more going on. I don't know. I can't explain it to you. I wish I could. I know that's the purpose of this. I don't know. The character interactions just felt like there was more to them, and like there was just more. Dude, I don't know.
This one feels like much more of an action movie than the first one in a lot of scenes. Granted, it's not like still not really like an action movie. I was
gonna say.
but there's more like action movie feeling scenes. I think the big thing for me that really just knocks this movie down is that one, our main character or whatever, in a Clarice, is she's grown a lot in her career. She doesn't really feel like a ton like the same character. Obviously, she's a totally different actor too, which doesn't help. And she's just not really like crazy present in this movie. Like a lot of this movie focuses on some random detective guy that then just gets fucking killed off, and nothing of consequence really happens.
And the film doesn't really give us much reason to really care about him either. Like, that was one of
he's
my
just some
main
dude.
gripes of the film, too. It's so much of the film is wasted on him.
Dude, he's got a young, hot wife. Isn't that enough reason to care?
He dies in a crazy ass way. I genuinely wasn't anticipating him to die because they were setting him up as like this is like the main protagonist guy, and then he just gets fucking gutted and hung. That shit was metal, but you know.
Yeah, my thoughts are like it's very well made technically, you know, but my biggest problem is it just completely demystifies the character of Hannibal.
Yeah.
he just seems like a really run-of-the-mill serial killer now instead of like the sort of legend he was built up to be in the first one. And this movie gets much worse over the course of it. I think it's pretty engaging and interesting in the beginning, but as we're going through it, it loses a lot of steam. And I think the biggest problem that with the movie and what it's doing that is the most contributing to demystifying Hannibal is like, it's showing us a lot of setup for his like kills and whatever. Whereas in the first movie, we're almost never seeing Hannibal on his own doing things. But in this movie, we're seeing him like struggle to carry heavy things and whatever. And it's like, he's supposed to be this crazy, threatening serial killer. Don't show us him being weak and normal, you know?
Yeah, that was definitely one of my main gripes with it as well. I really did not like the additional focus we had on Hannibal here, especially him being like the main antagonist for this one. I really did not dig. And I don't know if I'm alone here, but this felt very much so more like I was just like watching a TV season of some crime drama. It really didn't feel very cinematic.
I think I can agree with that.
I see where you're coming from, 100%.
Yeah. What's sort of a bummer to me is like, I do think there's some cool story ideas in here. I think the basic premise of there being this super wealthy former victim of his who's like now, you know, using his fortune to try and hunt him down. I think that is a cool premise, but I don't think they really lived up to it. I think the big thing is Hannibal doesn't seem crafty enough in this. And like, I know why they didn't do this, but you'd think he'd get like facial reconstruction surgery or something, right?
Potentially. One thing I was really wondering, where the fuck is Hannibal getting all of his money from? He seems like pretty loaded, and he just always has a bunch of money when he needs it.
He's just a smart guy, and, you know, the movie rule is, if you're smart, you can just kind of conjure money out of thin air.
I guess so.
Dude, he literally runs the Italian library. He's loaded.
Oh, okay. One thing I did like, though, I liked the rich guy getting pushed into the big old pit of pigs. That was nice.
You would like that, you socialist.
It's a really weird concept that they trained. I forget what the term is for it, but it's
Truffle
psychological.
pigs.
No, it's a psychological term. Conditioned the pigs to go into a frenzy when they hear a man screaming. It is the concept of that being funny is because you think the screaming will come after they start eating him, not before. But you know, whatever.
Okay, Jackson, I have a hypothetical here for you. Let's say that you can get paid $1 million a year, that's your salary, to just like wait hand and foot on like some disgusting, revolting looking rich man, like in this film. Do you think you'd do it?
For a million, how many hours a day am I working here? Like, am I like just living in the guy's fucking mansion full time?
Yeah, you're like on call. It's like whenever he needs you, you're coming to him.
For $1 million a year? Oh god. I think I probably would. I'd probably just do that for like 3-5 years, maybe build up some cash. Presumably I'd have like my own little place in his house that I could live in. So it'd be a great place to just
you got your
save
quarters.
up. Yeah, I'd just be able to save up a shit ton of money, you know, get it over with, and then I'd be fucking loaded for a while. I could probably buy a pretty nice house and retire if I was playing my cards right after that amount of time.
Jackson would be the main character of like some classic horror novel. You're gonna get the most dangerous gamed here.
There we go.
I'm sure I'd get used to the guy looking all fucked up over time, and I trust him, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. You know, he's actually pretty cool when you get to know him. Well, fantastic. That's all of our thoughts on Silence of the... Not Silence... Hannibal?
Silence of the Hannibal.
Yeah, I saw this one had less of a good reception as the original, unsurprisingly. Definitely don't like the direction they took it. I am still curious about Red Dragon, or whatever that one's called. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I'm tepid about it, especially because I don't think they have the same guy playing Hannibal, so, like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
That's when a Hannibal goes through his weeb arc.
Yeah, I'm sticking at my flat B.
I'll stay at my B-.
I'll stay at my flat B as well.
I definitely don't see this movie the same way you guys do, but I'll give it an A despite that.
Whoa.
And it lands at a B+ overall. How exciting.
Wow. Another one for the pile.
So true.
We should have added that to the iceberg. God damn it.
Oh well.
Next time in another 200 episodes.
Oh, we should have done the tier list instead of just tier lists.
Maybe we should
Maybe.
have. Maybe we
Oh,
should
well.
have. Well, Jackson and Dill, what are you guys picking this week, though?
Yeah, let's go. You guys thinking 1941 or 1953?
Gee, this is a real Sophie's choice here. It's impossible to
Interesting.
say. 1953, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
1941 or 1953.
12-year difference.
I'm gonna go 53.
One vote 53. Vote 53.
I have no idea here. I guess I'll go for the 53 one.
All right, you guys dodge Citizen Kane one more day. We're watching the original House of Wax.
Oh my
no.
god. Very fun.
Dude, my movie pick is so funny. Jackson, remember the conversation we had yesterday about movies?
Yes.
My random number generator landed on Scary Movie. Tanner, are you ready to add like 6 more franchise picks?
Oh
to your
my
list?
god.
It's really
Christ.
funny. Me and Jackson were talking yesterday about the Scary Movie franchise, and he's like, who do you think will be the highest on the Scary Movie franchise? I'm like, without a doubt, it's me.
Yeah, of course.
And I think I've
Yeah.
only seen 2 and 3, so this will be a new experience for me.
I can guarantee you guys, my girlfriend is very excited to see this with me.
It's been a
I'm probably just gonna go and
long-ass
download
time.
fucking all of them at this
Yeah.
point. I'm curious about them too. I remember watching a good amount of them as a wee lad.
What helps with these movies is having other movie knowledge, which luckily, hit or miss we do have. I just remember the second one being better than the third, but we'll see how that changed now that I'm like 10, 15 years older.
Yeah, we'll definitely be seeing how much this comedy is aged. My guess is like milk. We'll see though.
Did you pick the third one or did you pick the first one?
It's the first one. I always go with the earliest in the fucking
Okay.
sequence. It's also just a matter of how much we think the movie references line up and how they've aged, I suppose.
Yeah, we're really gonna learn a lot about each other from this one here, I suspect. By the way, been a long time since you mentioned the random number generator. Long time.
Oh yeah, I guess I could have put that on the... I mean, I still use it. I just don't mention it because you cut it out. Even though it's my bit, even though everybody else has theirs.
We've been over this. Tanner also cuts it out, by the way. And speaking of which, Jackson, speaking of movies, what's the Patreon film?
I was gonna segue so much better than you. I was gonna say, speaking of random number generators, re-rolled the Indian in the cover. Jesus, the 1995 film, as requested by our favorite patron, Tutbot. Thank you for the request.
This looks like it's going to be a very fun week. Looking forward to that. Speaking of which, though, if you too would like to get a film requested just like our patron Tutbot did, then Dylan's going to tell you all about how you can do that.
Dude, listen. And by dude, I mean you guys. These guys don't have to listen. They've heard it ad nauseum. For $1 a month, you get access to our Guapish Discord, which we mentioned in the Iceberg. Everything here you've heard before. But you also get access to the topics, so we can talk about things, so we can add it to our iceberg. You get to choose a movie, just like Tutbot did. And by choose, I mean you throw it in a queue or a random thing, and it picks it eventually. You get access to the episodes early whenever they go up. You get access to the pre-guap, the show that goes on before the show. You get 500 slime coins for the slime bot. And then finally, you get your name read out at the end of every episode, like I'm about to do here. And those names are as follows. Thank you very much to Buffalo Bill's Well-Tucked Johnson, Slayed by Jay, Blake, Netta Gant, I Love Lesbians, Top Ramen Man, Canceling Hannibal the Cannibal for Transphobia, nice, Tutbot, Lucas Ledette, Hunter, and Jacob Edwards. Thank you all very much.
That's right, folks. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and we'll be seeing you next time. Bye-bye!
Later!
Bye.